Okay, welcome. Take a moment and take a deep breath in and just welcome your body to this practice and welcome yourself to this beautiful day. Nature has turned on all her glory once again. So take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just have a look around and notice the colors, notice the light, notice what is here this day. Notice all that is sacred within you and around you. And take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just feel yourself in your body. As we wake up this morning, we are waking up our bodies to be present in this day. And then taking another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just notice that you're breathing. And if you're already breathing this morning, you know there's more right in your world than wrong in your world. And then I invite you to bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. And I'm going to teach you just a little breathing mantra that we'll use to begin and end our practice. That translates from the Sanskrit into I am that. It is so hum mantra. So as you breathe in, you're going to whisper to yourself, hum. And as you breathe out, you're going to chant softly, so. So it sounds like hum, so. And so keep doing that gently to yourself. Hum, so, I am that. As I talk about our theme today, this whole week we're working with awe, with recognizing and opening ourselves up to all the little miracles, often in nature, in life, in beauty, of recognizing this amazing planet that we live on and allowing yourself to feel awe. And when we open ourselves to awe, science is teaching us now that it makes us healthier and happier, more patient, more present, more connected, and seeking out connections with people around us, more generous, more humble, more clear thinking. And it actually reduces inflammation, probably because it reduces stress in our bodies. And so as we practice today, I'm just going to read you a little passage. It's called Listening Like a Cow, as we work towards cow face pose, from Mary Rose O'Reilly. She says, pay attention. Just be there. Just listen hard and try to be present. Try listening like a cow. Those of you who grew up in the country know that cows are good listeners. We don't need fixing. And I would probably add our lives don't need fixing. Most of us just need a warm space and a good cow. Cows cock their big brown eyes at you and twitch their ears when you talk. Cows manage at least the appearance of deep, open-hearted attention. And so as you come into your practice today, let it be a chance to practice listening like a cow all day long. A chance to be really present, to open your big, beautiful eyes to the world, to the life that you have, to cock your head and listen like a cow. And so I invite you to create an intention for your practice today, perhaps from the reading by Mary Rose O'Reilly, or perhaps something else that's bubbling up from your inner wisdom. And repeat to yourself, I am, or I have, or phrase this intention however it's right for you. And repeat that 3 times, releasing the Soham mantra. And then taking a deep breath in and taking the arms overhead. Stretch to the sky. Open those beautiful eyes to this day and breathe out. Bring the arms down. Breathe in. Stretch and have a little smile for this day. And breathe out. Breathing in. Awareness and open-hearted, listening to your body as we practice. And breathe out. And we're going to begin lying down, getting ourselves warmed up. So roll over onto your back and just bring the knees in towards the chest and just roll them around. Have a little massage of your low back. If you're outside, I know Susie's outside looking up to the sky. If you're inside, look at something above you with interest and curiosity and openness. Okay. And then holding onto your ankles or your feet and just kind of rolling side to side, starting to feel into your hips. Keep it as gentle as you need to. Lift your feet towards the sky. All right for your legs. Moving and soft. Just legs opening to this day. And then bring the feet onto the mat. Let your arms drop overhead and just a little windscreen wiper side to side with your hips. A gentle twist, or keep it as strong as you like, what feels good for yours, but really feel into your low back and your hips as you do this and notice how it feels. Say good morning to your hips, good morning to your back. Awaken them gently to the day and listen to them. Cock your head. Give warm, heartfelt attention to your body this morning. And then bringing your knees back in and just rolling along the spine. Give the spine a massage. If this isn't right for your spine or your neck, you could roll side to side or just keep windscreen wipering your feet side to side if that feels better for you. And then we meet up at sitting. Staying upright for a minute. We're going to wake up the core while we continue to wake up our hips. So the left leg just stays there and grab the right and begin to cradle it like you're holding a baby here. And you're just rocking the baby side to side. Again, keep it as gentle as you need to, or keep it really open and strong. Really, the way you make it stronger is drawing the foot in towards the chest. But I'm assuming you're all still waking up. But as you do this, I want you to wake up your core as well. So drop your pelvic floor and sit up really straight. Draw your heart towards me. Show me your heart for the morning. And breathe and notice and feel into that hip. And then let that leg come down. Have the hand to the inside of the left leg and open the right arm. And then bring it down. Open with your in-breath. Awaken your heart. It's like you're saying, voila, here's today. Hello. Open this new page of your life. Open this book. Breathe in. And then change legs. So holding on to the left leg and just rocking it. Drop that pelvic floor. Lift really high. Wake up your core. Start to use those long postural muscles. Have some warm-hearted, open-hearted awareness. How you hold your body makes a big difference to how you feel during the day. So if you let your heart close down and collapse, then you lose that sense of opening yourself with courage and open-heartedness to what there is to experience today. And then let that left leg come down, elbow to the inside of the right knee as you open the left arm, looking up if that's okay for your neck. Breathe out, arm comes down. So opening and turning new pages of your life. That's what's so beautiful about each new sunrise. It's a new start. Whatever happened yesterday is already water under the bridge. This is a new day, a new beginning. A new chance to experience life and to open yourself to moments of awe. One more breath in. Beautiful. And then swing your legs around, come into cat-cow position. Press your hands to the earth. Breathe in, stick your bottom out. Breathe out, tuck under. Warm up your spine. Feel into the low back, the middle back, the upper back, the neck. Have a sense of saying good morning. And then tucking the toes, rise into downward dog, press your heels down and just walk in towards your hands. Knees are bent, rise up and give your arms a little shake. Get some blood flow through your arms, overhead, out to the sides. Give the legs a shake, one and then the other, side to side, shaking out any sleep that's still there, and then make that little twist, just shake across. And then let your weight come on to your left leg, and once again, just tune into this hip. Placing the foot down if that's right, then the other side. Good morning, hip. And then standing in Tadasana, feet are hip width apart, spread your toes, press into the earth, and then turn the palms to face forward and squeeze your shoulder blades behind. And then breathe out, just relax the hands, don't collapse the chest, still stand tall, but the backs of the hands are facing forward now. And then turn them behind, squeeze the palms, just feel what that's like, and then relax. To squeeze the shoulder blades together, but more importantly, just feel this movement in your shoulder joints, this ability to rotate and open outward. We're going to keep coming back to this. This is our slow introduction to opening the shoulders and cow face posture. And now breathe in, take the arms high. Remember your intention, breathe it in, breathe out, forward fold. 2 more times, massage and wake up your organs. Wake up your digestion for the day, and remember to listen to your body. Soften the movements when you need to, or go for it and challenge yourselves when it feels good. Take your right leg back. We're down into a lunge. Breathing in, breathing out, fold. Focus on the feeling of squashing your organs on the left side to massage and wake up your body for the day. At the same time, we're opening the hips and warming them up. Breathe in. And then coming down into plank position, wake up your core, drop your pelvic floor, draw on your lower abdominals, either on your knees or in full plank, you choose, and just come forward and back on your toes and try to press the tips of your fingers down to take some weight forward into your fingers, and then let that weight come down towards the base of the fingers and out of your wrists. And then keeping the elbows tucked in, float yourself down like a leaf. Bring the hands underneath the elbows. Pause here a moment. Draw your heart forward into Sphinx, probably your first back bend of the day. Feel the discs opening up towards the front body, and then breathe out, look over your shoulder. Breathe in, look forward to this day. Breathe out, look over the other shoulder. Breathe in with a smile. Breathe out, releasing whatever you don't want to take into this day. They say it takes 17 muscles to smile, which I find absolutely amazing, but 43 muscles to frown. So it's a lot harder, using a lot more energy if you're frowning. And then take the elbows down past your mid-waist, tuck the toes, and rise up into downward dog. So let this be a warm-up pose. So you're moving the hips around. See how much movement you can get through the hips. Knees are bending, heels are lifting and dropping.
Move the head around, relax the head, find strength through the shoulders, but also relaxation through the neck. And then pressing into the index finger and the thumbs, try to roll the biceps upwards. So that same feeling we had in Tadasana when we squeezed our shoulder blades together and turned the palms forward, but you're strongly pressing your index fingers and thumbs down as you try to rotate. Feel how that opens up your upper back. And then take your right leg forward, left leg stays back in your lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Massage the right side of your torso. Breathing in to lift and out to massage and compress and open and awaken your digestion, all the organs in your abdomen. And hand comes down. Come into forward fold. And a little sway. Keep the knees soft. We're still waking up the hamstrings. Lovely. And then press the earth away. Breathe and lift to the sky. Have your left arm grab your right elbow and come into a side bend over towards your left. You can hold in front or behind. Actually, behind opens up the shoulders a little bit more. And then breathe in, change. Right arm holding the left elbow. Press your big toes down. And don't let that hip push over to the left, but rather keep yourself in Tadasana and the movements coming up from the hip. So change again. Stretching over towards the left. Keep that right hip standing strong. And change once again. Have the arms, if possible, behind the head, opening up the shoulders. Lovely. And coming back down. Breathe in. Open the arms wide as if you're trying to touch the palms behind. Breathe out. Tuck your bottom under, touch the backs of the hands at the front. So breathe in, open, palms facing forward. Breathe out, backs of the hands touch at the front. So it's as if you're trying to touch the backs of the hands at the back. And then you do at the front. Open and look up. Press at the front and tuck the chin to the throat. So we're opening up the whole of the spine, feeling that rotation through the shoulders again. Opening through the chest and warming up our neck and shoulders. And then breathe into the sky. Breathe out, sink down to chair pose. Bring the weight into your heels. Drop your bottom down. Breathe in, rise. Breathe out, sink. Take your weight over onto the left leg, and you're going to bring your right leg so that the ankle comes over the knee, and we come into half chair. So you could keep it high if you want and stay here, and that's enough. Or begin to sink and find some more stretch through that right hip. Just slowly and gently opening here. So don't make it too strong if that's not right for you. You make it harder by sinking deeper. And then rise up, give that leg a little shake, find your balance this morning as well. Just as we did sitting, but this time standing. Get your brain switched on. Press all your toes of your left foot into the earth. And then give that leg a little shake and a swing. Good. And then bringing the weight onto the right leg. Left leg comes over. Ankle on the heel. Flex the toes. You choose how deeply you want to sink. Try to keep your heart open. Spread the toes of your right foot. You might want to give a little massage to the left hip. Encourage opening. Encourage compassion there. Sink deeper if you can. And then rise up, hold it, cradle it like a little baby. And just a little movement, whatever you can find, and still stay balanced. So lots happening here with postural muscles as well.
as long as you're keeping yourself standing upright. Don't let yourself collapse towards your leg. And then release that leg, give it a little swing forward and back. And breathing in. Lift to the sky, awaken to the day. Breathe out, fold. One more time, lift and fold. Take the right leg back. We're going to go a little bit deeper into this hip now. So you're going to take the hands to the inside of the left knee. And that might be enough for you to get some stretch into that left hip. If you want to find more, then just sneak that left foot a little bit towards the right and roll onto the pinky toe side of that leg. I'll show you a bit closer so that you can open in a bit more. And whichever position you're in, whether you're keeping your knee in close or letting it open, put your weight into your right hand and lift the left to the sky. Breathe out, bring it down. We're just letting the weight of our body and gravity and our position once again just slowly open into that outer left hip. Having flexibility as well as strength in the hip is so important to keeping balance through our pelvis. So bring your hand to the outside of that foot, tuck the toes, come into plank position. Once again, modifying if you want to with the knees down. Bring your weight forward as if you're looking over a cliff face. Press your index fingers and thumbs down. Press the earth away and just sort of puff up a little bit behind your heart. Breathe. And then breathe out, come down. Let the earth meet you and greet you. Come into Sphinx if that feels better for your back, or lift into Cobra now and breathe out. We'll just come up 4 more times with your breath. Lengthening, shoulders come back. Check your alignment. So legs are relaxed, but elbows are tucked in. The shoulders aren't going up to say hello to the ears. They're staying well away. The heart staying open, and you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. And then coming down, bring the hands behind, thread your fingers together, press your palms together if you can, and squeeze the shoulder blades and lift. Breathe. Try to extend your arms down towards your feet as you lift your heart. Lift another centimeter higher. Look forward if it's okay for your neck. Look down if it's not okay for your neck to look up. 1 more centimeter of lift. Feel as if you're trying to touch your toes. And breathe out, bring the hands down. Press up into downward dog. Or if you're modifying and keeping it softer today, come up into cat. And just 3 breaths here. Press the earth away with your hands. Press into your index fingers and thumbs. Roll your biceps upward. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Relax the head. I keep looking up, but that's because my mic gets too close to my mouth. I want your ears close to your upper arms. And then you're taking your right leg forward, left leg is back. Hands come to the inside of the right leg. If you're going to roll onto the pinky toe side, you'll want to take your right foot across a bit to the left and then let that leg open outward. But if that's not good for your hip, keep it close into your shoulder. Weight to the left arm and lift the right. If that doesn't feel good, just keep the arms down. Breathe out. Breathing in. Remember this feeling from when we were warming up, opening a new page. Maybe even right now with all these changes we're having of staying at home, maybe you're opening a new chapter of awakening to quiet, to a bit more stillness. Maybe today awakening and opening to awe in your life. All the little miracles that happen every day in your garden, out in the world. Lovely. And then hands come down.
Let's meet together in forward fold. Then you're going to hop your feet out to wide-legged forward fold and just sway side to side. You're pressing your pinky toes and your big toes down. I want you to have arches, inner arches, so you're not letting your feet collapse in. Your knees are not locked. There's a little bit of bend in your knees, and you're just feeling that opening into the inner thighs, and then sway side to side here. Open into, bend one knee and then the other. There are so many postures we can do in yoga, but at the same time, there's some key ones that we do again and again, especially to counter our Western way of sitting in chairs, sitting so much, looking at screens. And so what's always new is what you bring. So what intention are you bringing to this movement? What focus? What awareness? What presence? And then jump or walk the feet back to hip width apart, bend the knees, breathe in, roll yourself up to standing, lift to the sky. Breathe out, open the arms wide. Once again, bring your weight over to the left, cross that right leg over, sink into your half chair pose. We're strengthening into the left hip while we open into the right hip. Beautiful. This time, if you can, take the arms wide, squeeze the shoulder blades behind, try to sink a little bit deeper through your left leg. Breathe, breathe. And then breathing, keep the leg there, rise up with control, with strength. Breathe out, arms come down. I am, or I have, whatever your intention is today. And then reaching down with your right hand, hang on to that right foot. We're going to stand, this is hand to big toe pose, so you can either hold the inner arch or the big toe, you choose. Stand up nice and straight. Either stay here or begin to straighten. Only go as far as your leg will allow you, that still lets you stay open-hearted. So I'm going to stop here. My leg is still bent. I don't know if you can see that. And that's okay. My hamstrings are limiting me. They're still waking up to the day. And then open to the side if you can. You may want to counterbalance with your left arm off to the left. Breathe. Smile, play. It's all good. We're building focus and strength and opening. Awesome what your body can do. These 206 plus bones and more than half of them in your feet and hands. Give that leg a little shake. And then the leg you're standing on, a little shake. That ankle's been working hard. If it feels warm and it was burning, that's good. You're strengthening it. So weight onto the right leg. Don't lock that knee. Take the left foot across and sink down. Keep looking towards me. Keep that heart lifting. Roll the shoulders back and down. Open the arms wide. So if you're trying to touch the backs of the hands together behind you, feel the strength in the leg you're standing on. Smile. Breathe in. Take the arms high. Leg stays there. Breathe out. Renew your intention. I am. I have. And then hand to big toe pose. So holding the big toe or the inner arch. Stand up nice and tall. If you want that counterbalance with the right arm, go ahead and put it out now. As you begin to take the leg straight, if that's available to you, if it's not, you're still building strength in that right leg. It doesn't really matter. And then if you like, take it to the side. But remember, leave it a bit bent. I'd rather you're upright through your heart than having a straight leg and being collapsed. Use those long postural muscles. Press the earth away with your right foot and make yourself a centimeter taller. And then release the leg. Give it a little swing. Give your right foot a little shake. Breathe in. Lift yourself to the sky. Oh, breathe out, rinse out. Breathe in, rise, lift. Breathe out, rinse. Breathe out, rise. Breathe out, rinse. Step your right leg back. This time we're going to stay in a triangle position. So the legs stay close to straight, but bend them a couple of times so you can feel that you're not locking into them, but rather have some play. You're pressing the earth away. Turn towards that left leg. Take the arms wide, and you're going to bring them behind and hold either opposite elbows or wherever you can, might be wrists. If that's just not available to you, you might be able to thread your hands together and hold here. We want this opening through the shoulders. We're going a bit deeper now. So once you've found what's available to you through your shoulders, really draw those shoulders back. Press your heart forward without sticking your butt out. Breathe in, look to the sky. Breathe out, fold. Leave the arms where they are. Breathe in, lift to the sky. Draw the shoulders back. Breathe out, fold. You are, of course, listening to your body with those big, beautiful cow eyes, with your head cocked, and being so compassionate. So all of these movements are just suggestions. If they're not working for your body, modify in any way that feels good. Now release the arms. Give them a little shake and a roll while you release down through triangle pose. And then the hands come to the earth. Just one breath in plank. Breathe out, come down to the earth. Breathe in, one breath in cobra. Breathe out, down dog. And then step the right leg forward so you're in triangle on the opposite side. Breathe in, rise up, take the arms to the sky. Breathe out, open them. And you're either going to come into one of the variations we just did, or you're going to come into reverse prayer. So which isn't an easy one for me. I can kind of just get there. But what you don't want to do is have yourself all collapsed in order to get there, or have your butt sticking out. So just be in a normal triangle position, the lower abdominals tucked in, the heart lifting to the sky. Maybe the heels of the hands don't meet, but the fingers do. Big stretch through the wrists. Breathe in and look to the sky. Breathe out. There's a little bit of bend in the knees as you come forward. Breathing in, press the earth away, lifting up. If anybody's wrists are going, wow, mine are too, but you make sure you're staying within what feels good. You know where you go, yeah, that's a nice stretch. That's challenging me, but it feels good. And then there's that point where you go, no, that's not right for my joint. And so therefore come back to just holding the wrists or holding the elbows or threading the fingers together. There's so many options. We're not here to abuse ourselves. We're here just to open and nourish and feel what's nice for our bodies today. And then release. Give the arms a little shake, the wrists a little shake. Pause here a moment. Down in triangle. And then let's meet in forward fold. Just a little sway side to side. And then take the feet so they're mat width apart where the heels are and the toes are coming off the mat. As you sink down into a squat, just come halfway and have a little sway side to side. Lift the toes. You're either going to stay here if this is as far as your knees and hips want to take you, or you're going to work yourself down a bit lower. Take that little sway, check in with the knees. We don't want any big twangs or anything hurting in through inside the kneecaps. We want this to feel good. So if it's not by going deeper, then don't go deeper. And then pause a moment, just as we've done before. Left arm stays inside the left foot and open the right. You can do this high or low. You don't have to be down in a full squat. And then the right comes down and open the left. Come side to side in this way. Maybe finding you can sink the bottom a little bit deeper, maybe not. But the arm to the inside of the knee just keeps that knee open as you open the chest. Lovely. And then bring the hands behind and let's all meet at sitting however you get there. Bring the feet in front. Give the legs a little shake. Breathe in, open to the sky. Breathe out, fold forward. Just pause here a minute. Maybe give your hamstrings a little massage. Good morning, legs. The tops of the knees, a little massage. Down to the feet. Just give the tops of the feet a little rub. Even if you have to bend your knees to get there. And then let's roll onto our backs and we're going to do a reclining cow pose. So you're going to cross your feet. Is that right? You're going to press your inner thighs together, so squeeze the knees together. Your feet are crossed at the ankles. And then you're going to hold either your knees or your ankles. And while you're squeezing your inner thighs together, you're drawing your feet across and into your bottom. So taking the legs out to the side, the ankles out to the side, feet out to the side, but squeezing the inner thighs together. And then roll your knees, your nose up to your knees. Keep squeezing those inner thighs. And roll back. Breathe in, roll up. Breathe out back. And then cross your right knee over the left knee as if you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Hold the tops of the knees and squeeze the nose up to the knees. And then same as we did before, now hold the ankles or the shins or wherever your hands can on your legs and draw the feet in the opposite directions. You should probably feel a bit of a stretch into that right hip, especially. This is starting to mimic a bit more seated cow pose. And then change the cross of your legs. So left knee over right knee. Hang on to the tops of the knees. Bring the nose in. Just touch the knees. Lengthen the spine. And then hold your ankles or shins wherever you can on the legs. And draw the feet across the opposite way. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Relax the face. Relax the shoulders. Imagine your cow out in the paddock, chewing your cud, and just observing with patience, non-striving. And then release the legs, roll yourself forward and back. Bring yourself up to sitting. Take the legs wide. Let's do a counter for having them squeezing into the center. So Upavista Konasana, which is wide-legged, sitting forward bend. And just have a little sway side to side. The toes are facing up. The knees aren't locked. There's a little bit of play there. So the kneecaps are coming up towards the hips. The feet are rolled outward, so not flopping into the center. And you're nice and tall through your body. This is postural work. And just a little bit of a circle around to the left, around to the right. Nearly there. You've just about earned a nice, beautiful relaxation before you start your day. We still Still haven't quite got to cow face pose. So bringing the legs forward, and you're going to take your right leg over the left and then tuck the right foot in back behind over by your hip. You can make this easier if you have a block or a cushion and you sit up on it. So you raise yourself up a little bit. But otherwise, just have it wherever it's comfortable for you. And then the fingertips are going to walk forward and just relax there for a moment as far as it's comfortable for you to sit. 2 more breaths. Keep your belly button coming towards your thighs and your heart, still lifted, not collapsing. Then breathe in, rise up. Take the left elbow and drop the left hand behind the head, so we're in a tricep stretch here. Starting to mimic the full pose now. Lovely. And then release. Let's do the other side. So right leg forward, left leg comes over, tuck the foot in close. If that's just not going to happen for you, then you could have the foot on the ground, so more like a half fish pose. Breathe in, sit up nice and tall. Breathe out, lean forward a little bit over the legs. Heart is still lifted. Belly button coming towards the knees. Shoulders are back and down. 2 more breaths here. And then rising up, stretching into the tricep of your right arm. So right hand drops behind. Stretching here. Beautiful. And release. So you're either going to stay with this half pose of cow, or you're going to try full cow face posture now. And it is useful to have a block or a cushion or something to sit on if you know your hips are tight. So you're going to come into it by coming into cat position and then bringing your right leg forward and then crossing your right knee over the left, just as you would if you're sitting in a chair. You're going to spread your feet so that you've got a V there to sit into behind you. If you know you're really tight, you might prefer to keep the feet together and sort of sit on your heel, but otherwise you're spreading the feet wide. If I had a block, I'd put it between my feet, and you might have to readjust your right shin if it kind of pinches as you come back until you're sitting back. Knees are together, feet are back by your hips. Hi, darling. If you don't have anything to sit on, you might just be sitting on that left heel. And then sit up nice and tall. Breathe in, either stay here or we're going to take one of those arm positions, and you may need, which I will need, a strap to make this happen. So you're either going to hold your opposite wrists or your opposite elbows, or you could do reverse prayer, or in the full position, you take your, because our right knee's on top, our left arm comes up, drops behind. I'm going to put my tea towel into my left hand. My right arm, I'm going to take it out at shoulder height, turn the palm to face behind, and then bend it. The point is that you hold your hands together. Mine won't do that. So I'm holding the tea towel now with my left hand and my right hand and trying to inch my way along them. I'll turn around so you can see what that looks like. Or if you've got really flexible shoulders, you might be grasping your hands together behind. Wherever you are, you're not letting yourself collapse. You're lifting your heart. You're not necessarily sticking your bottom out. You're keeping your lower abdominals tucked in and lengthening the spine towards the sky. This is cow face pose. Take 3 breaths now. Listening to your body, listening to the day, opening up to feeling a bit of awe for what your body's achieving right now. And then if you like, I'll give you the option to bend forward in this posture and take 3 breaths, or release your arms and we'll take 3 breaths, freeing breaths. So you choose. So you're either bent forward and breathing there, taking it deeper, or you're taking 3 breaths, opening to the sky and drawing into your heart. One more breath here, wherever you are. You're doing with your body what feels good for you. And out. Beautiful. And then take the legs wide again into wide-legged forward bend. Give them a little shake. Lovely. And then just a little side bend either way before we come to the other side. And then our practice is complete for today. So you know where you're going now with cow face pose. It is a beautiful pose when you're practicing it regularly. You can really feel the difference in opening up your shoulders. You might find that whichever is your dominant arm is a bit tighter. So start in cat pose. Take the left leg now over as if you're crossing your legs as you would in a chair. Make some space behind if you know you're going to sit between your legs onto a block or a cushion, or sit onto that right heel, you choose. Once you're here, the feet are back by the hips. Take the arms high. Our left leg's on top, so it's our right arm that's going to drop behind, over and behind. Grab your strap, and there might be quite a difference between the two sides with your shoulders. So then take the left arm, shoulder height, palm facing behind. That just gets the shoulder joint in the right position, and then bend the arm, reaching for opposite hand or the strap or tea towel, and then from your belly button, from your pelvic floor, even go deep and then reach up all the way through the spine, lengthen through the crown of the head. Nothing collapsing here, just breathing. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the crown to the sky. Feel the opening in your hips. Breathing, feeling your beautiful cow eyes. Cocking your cow head with interest and curiosity for life. What is here? Open and patient for this day. Open to moments of awe and love and connection. And then 3 more breaths. So you can choose whether you want to lean forward here or release the arms, breathe into the sky, breathe out. Breathing in, I am open to all that the day brings. Breathing out, I stay centered in my heart. Breathing in, open-hearted, full of acceptance. Breathing out, feeling connection, support, and love all around me. And then lastly, releasing the legs once again. Roll onto your back. Give the hips a little shake, a little massage. Take the legs high, press the toes to the sky, point and release, point and release. And then let the legs open wide. Support them with your hands. And just a little play with them here. Opening, releasing. Telling your hips and your shoulders, good job, your spine, your core. And then bringing the feet back in, bring the feet down to the mat. Soles of the feet together, opening into butterfly position. Tuck your low back, press it into the floor. Breathe in and then breathe out. Just let it kind of come to neutral and soften. If this is too strong for your hips to have them open here in butterfly, you might have them supported. If you have cushions close by or a block, just putting them underneath your thighs. Or if this doesn't feel good, then bring the knees together and just let your feet, your knees windscreen either side as a different posture to do instead of this. And so we're just going to take 5 breaths here, one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. As we open into our hips, we release what's making us feel stuck. And so affirming to yourself, I am on the right path. I keep moving forward with trust and confidence in who I am. I am on the right path. And then let the knees come together. And just pause a moment and feel into your body. Is there anything else I haven't done for you yet before you come into Shavasana? If there's something else your body is asking for before you settle for deep relaxation, then please feel free to do that now. And then meet us when you're ready in deep relaxation. You can already begin to listen to the cues for breathing. Otherwise, you're straightening your legs and coming into relaxation posture, Shavasana, our pose of final surrender where we seal in for just a few moments the practice we have done together. And so beginning to hear the sounds around you and feel your body supported by the earth. Notice the movement of energy in your body and how your energy has changed and shifted from when we started the practice today. And feel that every cell, every tissue, every joint is realigning itself now at a higher level of health and well-being. That these moments of stillness and breathing are perhaps the most important moments that you will experience in your yoga practice and even in your day. In stillness, I connect with my inner self. In stillness, I listen like a cow. In stillness, I am open to what arises with each breath. In stillness, I am aware that whatever person is in front of me is the most important person in my life in that moment. In stillness, I listen to my body that is always telling me exactly what it needs for its highest expression of health and well-being. In stillness, I listen to my gut, which is always letting me know the right path. In stillness, I listen to my heart,
whispering to me the wisdom of my soul. In stillness, I hear my own voice, my own creative expression of life. This is who I am, and you know me through my words, my actions. In stillness, I connect with the deep spaciousness in my mind. Crowded thoughts clearing. In stillness, my mind opens. And I am in awe of this amazing universe around me. And I remember that I am that. I am that. I am that. And so I invite you now on your in-breath to whisper, hum, and on your out-breath, so. Hum on the in-breath, so on the out-breath. I am that. Repeating this ancient mantra from the Sanskrit, affirming your place in the universe. Affirming that you are part of all the awe that you can see. All that is awesome is also within you. And then breathing and hearing the sounds around you of the day. Smile in welcome. Welcoming your body. Welcoming this day. Spending it together. And I invite you to, in whatever way feels right for your body, to slowly make your way back up to sitting, to finish our practice, to seal it as we began. And as you come to sitting, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. As I read you again these words from Mary Rose O'Reilly. Pay attention. Just be there. Just listen hard and try to be present. Practice listening like a cow. Those of you who grew up in the country know that cows are good listeners. We don't need fixing. Most of us just need a warm space and a good cow. Cows cock their big brown eyes at you and twitch their ears when you talk. Cows manage at least the appearance of deep, open-hearted attention. And so as you move into this day, opening to all and listening like a cow, feel into your body and reaffirm your intention or set a new one if something else has arisen for you today. And repeat that 3 times. Take what you've learned on your mat this morning out into your day. And then bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart, acknowledging the sacredness within you, within everybody who's shared your practice this morning, and within all beings, as we bow together and say Namaste. Thank you, guys. Thank you for sharing the practice this morning. If you've got a rock and roll, then I send you off with love and light. If you want to share anything about your practice and stay for a little sharing circle, then I invite you to stay and have a few minutes together.